What's going on, everyone? Today I've got a video coming to you that I'm going to call Mega Madness. So we obviously have three somewhat recent retail Mega formats that have been released. We have the Series 2, this is the oldest one, and then these two actually both released on the same day. We obviously have the Chrome coming soon as well. I do have an extra of each of these boxes, so I'm not sure if maybe I'll do another one of these or maybe do one with just the Chrome release added into it with the extra one of each of these formats I have obviously as well. But yeah, I'll just, I guess, see how this video goes. Mega boxes usually are pretty hit and miss. I like them just because I am more of a collector. I don't buy the expensive sort of hobby releases very often. I buy like the flagship hobby boxes, but the like finest hobby is a bit out of my price range that I typically like to spend on these. So I like videos more like this where I'm getting a lot of cards, getting a lot of inserts, and then obviously, as with every product, you still have sort of a chance to get something pretty awesome out of them. So Series 2, I've opened up a good bit of this so far. I've not pulled any of those short print rookies. You have like McGonagall, Weatherholt. Those are really short printed, and the value of them is pretty crazy just because of how little of them are in this 2026 Series 2 product. I had a opening of Finest Mega Boxes already, which I'm sure you see up on the channel. That went pretty well. I pulled one of the names that you'd want to get out of the checklist for the Mega Box autos, but I am only opening one of those today, so not sure if the luck is going to be as crazy with just opening one of them up. I've put up 6 stands. I'm hoping to get maybe 2 cards that kind of stand out for each format that I can throw up there. And we can do kind of a side-by-side comparison of those and see if there's any of these formats that really stand out. I have seen online the insane hits people are getting out of the All-Star Megas. I will be doing a standalone video. Oh, wow. Team Border. Team Border. It's the Phillies. I would like Schwarber. Obviously, Bryce Harper's not a bad name to get, but in my opinion, Schwarber is. I don't know. I don't even know what the Phillies checklist looks like for this. We have Kyle Schwarber. Wow, Kyle Schwarber, Team Border. These standard mega boxes are coming in strong. I've opened 2 of these so far this year, which you see over on the right side of my screen here. And that is the best hit that I have gotten out of them. So definitely do not expect something like that every time you open one of these up. Yeah, that is by far, I would say, probably the best hit I've gotten out of these so far. And we got a holo of Juan, Jonah Tong, Bryce Eldridge on the stars. You do obviously have the crackle board foils in these. Those, I think, bring a lot of value to these boxes. There's always great names on those. Series 2, I honestly think, is probably a little stronger on the checklist for those even than Series 1 was, which is surprising because a lot of people are obviously saying that the Series 1 checklist itself is so much stronger. You got DiMaggio on the crackle board and then Freddie. The one big player that carried over between the series, obviously Shohei, they switched up his card on that, the picture and everything. We got a gold to 2026, it looks like here. Tatsuya, Alcantara, Burns. We have the Belting Bros. That's a pretty cool card to get. I'll throw that up on the second stand for the standard mega and see if there's anything that takes it down. But yeah, the foils, the 2026 for these team cards, I find actually to hold a little more value than just any other 2026, unless it's obviously someone like Shohei. We just passed the Ranger Suarez card there in this pack. I'm a big Red Sox fan. Always glad to see the Red Sox players in the All-Star game, but it's got to be one of the craziest snubs of all time to not have Sonny Gray in the All-Star game. Ranger, I'm filming this before it, so it might change because Ranger Suarez is a little bit hurt. Acuna on the crooked numbers with the base picked up. That's a really cool picture. Suarez is hurt still. So people are saying that they might replace Suarez with Gray, but I think they should both be in there. I think it's a little crazy for them to keep Gray out with the performance he's had. Reynolds, Braves, Rodriguez, Woodruff, Horton, Senga, Diaz. Just so many legends on these Cracklebird foils. They're really awesome looking cards. You got Eldridge on the back there. We got 3 packs left in Mega 1. Obviously can't complain with a Kyle Schwarber team border pulled. That was a pretty awesome card to get. I pulled my first ever team border actually in this series, so I'm hoping they're not printing them higher and I'm just getting lucky. But the other one I got was Savage, so a couple of pretty good names on the team borders there. We'll have another Crackle board here. And then Marte, Chapman, Warner, Ty Cobb on the Crackle board, Pete Alonso. And then we have the last pack coming up before we move on to the next format. So we got Detroit, Torres on the Tigers in the front, Santander. That might be the first time I've seen that card. That's a really cool group photo for the Jays. We got Flores hollow. It's a pretty nice one. I'll throw that over there. Then we got Hank Aaron and Trey Savage in the back. So pretty awesome opening. Obviously the Schwarber carried a lot of weight on that. I haven't opened the All-Star yet, so I'll save that for last and move on to the Topps Finest here. But yeah, if you haven't checked out the video I dropped on the Finest, you got to go check that out. It was just a really awesome auto. Probably the name to get in that, actually. I don't think there's any other name in the Mega autos that I would want. Personally, in the checklist, it is much weaker than the hobby checklist, but I guess the cost difference, you're kind of paying much less. So this is the common design. We got Roki, Stanton, Beavers, Springer, and then we got Roman and Samuel Basayo on the arrivals. So I've not seen 2 arrivals in a pack before like that. Roman Anthony still hurt. They're sending him to Florida. A lot of people are thinking it's because of how much he's partying. Wow, look at that card. That is just destroyed in the top left corner. It's Corbin Carroll. Wow, that card is really, really messed up. And then we got Carson Bench to 275 on the gold there. So that's another pretty good name to get on that. Yordan Alvarez in the back on the mini diamond. 2 packs in. We got 1 numbered card. I've been seeing about 1 numbered card per pack on this. If you do get an auto, though, it's usually an additional numbered card. Paul Skeens on the uncommon. That's a pretty cool one. That'll be holding the spot there for now, unless something dethrones it. Next up, we got, this is pack 4, so this is the halfway mark here. Freed, Young-Hoo Lee, McGonigal, Byron Buxton on the uncommon here. And they all say it up here, unless it's an auto, above the card number. Then we got Sal Stewart and Springer on the uncommons in the back. pack number 5. So these do have 8 packs. I think it's like, how many? I think it might be 6 or 8 cards per pack. Harry Ford, Crawford, Naylor, and then we have Team Finest Nick Kurtz. These Team Finest cards are pretty awesome. Between those, the arrivals, and obviously the timelines, the inserts in this are just one of the best sets of inserts out of any product, in my opinion. Brady House, James Wood, Upside Down Rodriguez, and then we got Bryce Eldridge on the common mini diamond. I haven't seen the rares out of this product very much. They're really hard to pull out of these mega boxes. Bobby Witt, Churio, Chris Sale on the uncommon. And then these World's Finest inserts are also pretty awesome. Last pack here for the Finest Mega. Right now, I would definitely say that Team Border Schwarber card has got this box beat. Oh, and we do have a rare, Jackson Merrill rare. Okay, that's a pretty decent one. That one can take the 3rd spot. I put the Rafael Flores in sort of a 3rd spot for this one over there. I don't think Jackson Merrill's going to dethrone Paul Skeens on the common, but it definitely is a name to have up there in the 3rd spot for that box. Now we got the last format here. We're going to back to the $50 mega boxes, getting away from the $70 Finest mega boxes, but these things are just so much heavier than that mini mega. I don't even know if they can call it a mega box. So if you haven't seen these packs yet, really cool design on them right here. I do believe this is the only format that they released this all-star sort of set in. And one thing I really like about this is you have all-star parallels or all-star foils on inserts. So it's a really cool look. I have one in this pack, so I'll obviously show that whenever we get there. It's right here. So we got Babe Ruth all-star foil right there. That's a really cool card. We got Schwarber in the back. I don't know. Let me look real quick. I don't know. I don't think you're guaranteed any specific number of these all-star game foils. And I haven't seen a ton of videos on it, so I don't know if it's maybe like 1 per pack. It looks like I don't have one in here, so it must not be 1 per pack. But I have seen crazy hits out of these, like not just with the foils themselves. And they also come in numbered versions. So we got Sanoha on the all-star foil. We got Ty Cobb and Bubba Chandler. But yeah, I've seen an all aces pulled out of this. I've seen a pretty high auto rate. So I'm not sure if they juiced up maybe a first round of these. I didn't get the pre-order, so this isn't the first round that we're looking at here, but they definitely seemed a little juice there at the beginning from what I saw of people opening these up. We got Luis Garcia, Jack Dreyer on the hollow or the rainbow foil, Swanson, Jackson Merrill in the back. And there's also like image variations in the Finest, which those are pretty cool cards. It's got like 2 images of the player. I haven't gotten really anything. And we have a numbered card in here. Looks like a Future Stars green, so that'll be to 99. Iglesias, Alcantara, O'Neal, Monasterio, Springer, and it is Moises Basteros on the Future Stars green. We got 72 of 99, so that'll go up here. Then we got Wyatt Langford on the stars in the back. I have been seeing like multiple numbered cards come out of these, which megas, I typically only expect 1 out of them max, but between the numbered cards and the all-star foils in here, which if you get on the right name, it can be a pretty big card. I think the value is definitely seen in these. We got Duran on the back. I'm hoping to get maybe a Munateka in the All-Star foil. That would obviously be a huge card there. That's got to be the name you want in this series. Dodgers. Chisholm. We got Freddie Freeman on the All-Star Game foil. Ozzie Smith and Cole Young. I'd say we're maybe halfway through, maybe a little less than halfway. Again, hope to get one more numbered card out of this. Hope to get a big name on one of those All-Star foils. We got Priester, Clement, Edwards, Walls, Chase Meadroth, Evaldi on the foil. We got Dale Murphy and Cam Schlittler. He's having a pretty awesome year so far. The Yankees themselves, though, kind of starting to fall apart without Aaron Judge. You're really, really seeing the value he brings to their lineup right now because of his absence. Taylor, Rooker, Will Smith, Bibby, Evaldi, Bleday, and Montgomery. We got about 6 packs left maybe of this. Might have to just throw something up on the stand here if it's the right name, rather than waiting any further at this point. I don't know if we will get any other sort of hit out of here. Okay, what is this? All-Star foil to 50. Oh, I was thinking that was that kind of looks like more of the 2026 gold than the 50 gold, so I'll take that. 2 pretty low numbered cards. This is obviously not the true gold. It is the All-Star foil gold. So and I got a first pitch out of this too. So they aren't going to go or hold as much value as the true golds, but still card numbered to 50. We got Albies on the hollow foil. And this is Madison Mariella. She is a jewelry designer from, this is the girl from Love on the Spectrum. Oh, I know who that is. I'll have to probably give that one to my girlfriend. She'll probably want that card. But yeah, that's a pretty cool person on the first pitch. I didn't look at that checklist at all, so I really have no clue who's included in the first pitch cards for this series. I pulled a couple of them out of Series 1. I think they're cool additions. I don't like it whenever it's one of the bigger hits out of the box, but if it's thrown in there with a couple of low-numbered cards, then I'll definitely take it. I think that they're a pretty cool addition. We got Winkler on the hollow, Votto on the All-Star, and Cole Young in the back. I did open a retail display box and pull a pretty cool card of his earlier in this series. I also got a really nice gold mojo of his numbered to 50. There was no ink, which would have made it a monster card, but still a pretty cool looking card. That was in my latest hobby box. So if you want to watch that, you can go back and scroll and watch that. We got Jensen. That's a pretty cool one. I'll throw that there as well. And Chase Burns. We got 2 packs left. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what the value is on that Schwarber team borders. Those drastically vary in what they're worth. Some guys go for like $10 and some of them can go for like 100 plus. So right now, I would say I would probably give this one to the All-Star Mega. I have some good names, some good, just looking at like the $2 to $3 cards. Didn't pull any great crackle boards out of the regular Mega. I would say the names I've gotten on the All-Star foils are definitely better than the the crackle boards I've got. So I'd probably give this up to the All-Star Mega. Finest, kind of a hit or a miss. This one, I wouldn't call it a miss. That was the last pack there. I wouldn't call this finest box a miss. I just don't think it was as big as a few of these cards coming out of this. So that's it for that. I'll have a standalone video coming up on the finest mega boxes. If there's anything else you'd like to see me rip, let me know in the comments down below.